Yo, Bracy Skills Clinic's back with another video. Good morning. Once again, I'm on the go, on my way to a special workout. You'll see it later. But good morning, man. Hopefully everybody's getting their day started off the right day. I'm definitely getting mine started off the right day with some good old H2O. But anyways, man, I want to touch up on a topic, man, that is something that's, it's a hot topic amongst, my little circle. Maybe not a hot topic amongst y'all circle, but it's a hot topic amongst my circle. So I'm going to bring it to light. But basically, okay, put it like this. When it comes to AAU, right, we all know that there's different types of AAU. So you have, your recreational AAU. So, you got AAU for players that, I'm speaking just high school right now. I'm not talking young kids. I'm not even talking middle school. Well, it might be middle school. We'll go middle school. I say from 7th grade up. Anything younger than 7th grade is exempt from this conversation. We're talking 7th grade and up, because that's really when it starts to get serious, right? So we have different tier levels of AAU. So your recreation are more so on the side of, players are just playing to play, doing it for the experience. They may be having fun. I know some people that, basketball might not be their main sport. They may be a football player, a baseball player, and they're just using it. They're just using basketball as something extra to do. Or, you have a lot of programs that come from the inner city that just use it just to keep kids off the streets. All y'all are to be saluted. You know what I'm saying? All y'all are to be saluted. But then there's, the different tier. There's a tier where, players and parents are using it to hopefully one day obtain a free education. Some are using it to go even higher, have pro aspirations, whatever, right? So those are more on the serious side. So I'm speaking for that lane. I'm not speaking for the first lane I just described with the recreation or keeping kids off the street or keeping kids active. This has nothing to do with that particular lane. Okay, we're sticking on the serious side. And on the serious side, no knock towards nobody. No knock towards no program. I always try to keep that very clear, because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm attacking them directly, because I'm not. What they do with their business is their business. But one thing that, me and my circle, we talked about is how these programs charge a lot of money, which, hey, it is what it is if the parents pay it. But as a parent, you're spending all this money to play, right? You're spending all this money to play, whether it's registration fees, monthly fees, and I'm talking like outrageous prices, like in the thousands for the registration, right? You're spending all this money to play AAU, but I see no development. You're spending thousands of dollars, and I see no development, like zero. The only thing you and your child is getting out of spending those thousands of dollars are clout. Clout. To be able to say that you play for a certain brand or play for a certain program. Clout. That's what it is. Clout. For a parent to be able to walk around and say, oh, my son plays for such and such, or my son plays on the EYBL, or my son plays on, and they may not even play on the EYBL, because if you play on the EYBL, that means you're a really, really good basketball player. I'm talking about you're playing for a program that's on the EYBL, but your child is not on the EYBL. The program that you're playing for is on the Under Armour or 3SSB circuit or the EYBL circuit, but your child is not on that circuit. Your child is on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 20th team. Your child's not on the main team. Your child's on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th team. Now, once again, that's not a knock towards the AAU program. It's nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with the program. But I'm saying, if you're spending that type of money, the least you can get out of spending that money is player development. Like, if you're spending thousands, like, prime example, it's really perspectives and what you're getting for your money. It's not even about the money, right? Like, if I'm a parent and I'm spending, let's say I'm spending $5,000 a year, which is a lot for registration, because I know some of these programs do charge that much. Let's say I'm spending $5,000 for my child to play on this prestigious AAU program, this top tier AAU program, right? If I'm spending thousands of dollars, I want to be able to say that my child's getting better. So if I spend $5,000 on an AAU program in registration, but my child is actually getting player development, my child is actually being coached the right way, my child is actually, I'm seeing the growth and development in their game, then hey, it may be worth it. But the thing is, like 9 times out of 10, I don't see it. I don't see the development. I see just parents spending money just to say that their child play for a certain team. And programs like us, programs like these other top tier independent non-shoe deal affiliated programs, we're looking at y'all saying, dang bro, y'all really spending all that money to go play on that team and y'all are not getting better. Like, it's just, like, I look back and I'm like, dang, they really made that move and their child is not getting better. Not only are they not getting better, they're not even being marketed as a player. You're just another player. You're just another number. You're just another guy on the team. You're one of thousands of players. You're one of hundreds and 200 to 300 of players on that program. How can you stand out when you're playing amongst a program that has like 50 teams, 40 teams, 30 teams? Like, how are they going to focus on you? How can you honestly sit there and say that the program cares about you, the individual, when there's 500 kids in the program? You're just of a number. It's like being in college. Like, you got those small classrooms where the teacher can actually give you that one-on-one attention, and they actually know you by your name. And then you got those other classrooms at these bigger campuses, these bigger colleges, and the classroom size is like 100, and you're just a number. They don't even know you by your name. They don't even know. If you saw them at the grocery store, they wouldn't even know that you were in their class because there's so many kids in there. I bet you these directors don't even know all their kids' names. And you're paying thousands of dollars to go through that and not develop. What a shame. What a shame. So this is not a bashing video, believe it or not. It's not a bashing video. It's just my job in this channel is not just me just training guys and y'all seeing training videos. Like, my job is to enlighten. Like, everybody's not going to listen. Everybody's not going to apply, but like, we all have these platforms now. Technology is big now. We all have these platforms. And I feel like it's our job to enlighten. Now, we might not be able to tell everybody everything, every answer. The game is to be sold, not told. I understand that method, but I'm just, in my position and me training and coaching, like, I'm just tired of seeing these parents get screwed over. And I know these parents work hard. Like, if you're in California, like, inflation is real. Gas prices are high. Rent is high. Like, so everything is high. We're all going through it. Like, like, if you're not making $100,000 plus, you're considered low income. So with these parents, I'm seeing these parents that are working hard, trying to do what's best for their children. They're going through this process, and I'm seeing them getting screwed over. And they're getting screwed over, and a lot of them don't even know they're getting screwed over. And so my job with this channel is to enlighten and tell these parents, like, you do have power, you do have options, and you do have a better way of doing things. And sometimes the popular way is not the best way to do things. The popular way is just going to have you spending more money. And in California, where making under $100,000 is considered low income, if you're not being smart about what you're doing, you're just going to be wasting money. And time is going to go on. And if you're starting in the 7th grade, by the time your child graduates high school, your child is going to go through high school, and you're going to look back and say, dang, we spent a lot of money. You're going to look back and look at the money spent. You're going to look back at the money spent, and you're going to have to ask yourself, was it worth it? 9 times out of 10, outside of the experiences and the relationships that was built, which may be good, but outside of that, as far as basketball, most of the time you got to ask yourself, was it worth it? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. The answer is no, because not only are you spending thousands of dollars to play on a certain team, you're spending thousands of dollars driving up and down that freeway, paying for hotels, paying to get in games, paying for parking. You're spending a lot of money. So to sit here and I'm sitting back looking at this, I'm like, man, I just want parents to move smarter. Now, if you got it, you got it. Can't nobody tell you that if you got it. If you making the money and you don't care and you got the money and you spend it, hey, we ain't tripping. Do your thing. Spend. But the word of youth sports when it comes to paying is investing. What is an investment? Is to spend and with hopes of getting something back in return, maybe even better in return. Investing is the word. You're investing in your child. You're not spending something for no reason. You're investing. But the thing is what you're spending, is that considered an investment if you're not getting anything back in return? You're not getting development in return, and your child is not being marketed in return. So what are you actually investing? You might actually be just wasting money. It may not be an investment because you're just spending money. At the very least, your child should at least be getting better. At the very least, your child should at least be getting better. And you got to ask yourself, is your child getting better? Is your child being marketed? Are these programs marketing your child? If the program is not marketing your child, the very least, they got to be getting better. Like, prime example, with Team Rampage, we have multiple teams. Like, we had 2 16Us and 2 15Us. And, you know, some of the kids on the second tier teams, they're getting marketed. Some may not, but at the very least, they're getting player development. At the very least, they're getting access to training. At the very least, they're getting access and the opportunity to get better as the individual. At the very least, that's what you can do. That's what you're supposed to do at the very least. I just don't see it from some of these programs, and I see these parents spending their hard-earned money, and I just shake my head and I say, man, dude, like, I can't be the quiet one and just allow these parents to continue to spend their money and waste their money. No, I can't save the world either, but I at least got to use my platform to enlighten these parents and tell them, like, dude, like, some of y'all are just wasting money. And I know some of these parents work hard for the money that they spend. So why would I sit back and not say anything about how they're choosing to move out here? They're just wasting money. You got good people, good parents, good law-abiding citizen parents that are spending their hard-earned money and are not seeing an investment and not seeing a good return for them. And I just shake my head, man. So hopefully you're in a situation where you don't have to worry about what I'm saying. If you're in a good situation, then this video may not apply to you. But for those that are spending a lot of money, I know they're out there, like, man, just evaluate what's going on. Look at your child's game. Don't just be naive and say my child is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, look at your child from point A and ask yourself, did they get better in the span of 2-3 months? Did they get better in the span of 2-3 years if they've been there that long? Like, ask yourself that, because if the answer is no, man, you probably got to make a move before it's too late. So, good morning, y'all. I'm almost at my destination. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos, man. We're going to keep this content rolling. But, yeah, make sure you guys have a good day. I got a very busy day today, so we're going to get to it. But we out.